Hey guys, Tone here, and today I wanted to check out the Steam release of Shattered Pixel Dungeon. If you don't know, Shattered Pixel Dungeon is a fork of Pixel Dungeon, and it was a mobile traditional roguelike game, but now it has come to Steam, and with this new update, brings a bunch of UI changes to make it compatible with a desktop computer, and that's what I am here to check out. My experience with Shattered Pixel Dungeon, I've played it and beaten it on my phone, but I don't have a whole lot of experience with it. Yeah, I mostly want to check out the new UI today. The other things that kind of stuck out to me that came along with this update are some new special rooms. It has rooms that are kind of like the key holders in Brogue. Just like special rooms that kind of have like puzzly solutions and a reward. And it also added some changes to the alchemy system and some other things. The alchemy stuff is mostly a rebalance, not like big changes to how it works. But yeah, let's check this out. So, welcome to Shattered Pixel Dungeon. Each run through the dungeon is a new challenging experience, and be careful, death is permanent. Getting started is simple, but strategy is required if you want to win. Happy dungeoneering. Let's see. Looks like we only start with one character. It looks like this is easy to unlock though. The mage is unlocked by using a scroll of upgrade to make an item stronger. So progression in this game is a lot like Brogue with scrolls of enchanting. So scrolls of upgrade do that. The rogue gets unlocked by performing 10 surprise attacks in one game. The huntress is for hitting 15 enemies with thrown weapons. So these are all pretty easy to unlock. Almost trivial, really. Alright, well, I guess we will start with the warrior. The warrior starts with a unique broken seal that generates shielding over his health. The seal can be moved between armor and can transfer a single upgrade with it. You also start with a worn short sword, 3 throwing stones, cloth armor, a water skin, and a velvet pouch. The warrior automatically identifies scrolls of identify, potions of healing, and scrolls of rage. These are the talents that we can get. Looks like it's still using inputs similar to the Android version, where if I want to, I basically have to click somewhere else to get out of these screens. Which is suitable here. They're not popping out with like boxes with like X's like you'd be used to seeing on a game that was like designed for a computer from the start. Alright, well I'm just mostly messing around with the UI here. I'm mildly familiar with these upgrades, so we'll pick talent as we need to. Alright, well let's embark. Many heroes have ventured into the dungeon before you from the city above. Most have never been heard from again. It is said that an ancient evil lurks in the depths, guarding the almighty amulet of Yendor. Even now, dark energy radiates from below, making its way up into the city. Will you conquer the dungeon and claim the amulet? It's time to start your own adventure. The upper floors of the dungeon actually constitute the city's sewer system. As dark energy has crept up from below, the usually harmless sewer creatures have become more and more dangerous. The city sends guard patrols down here to try and maintain safety for those above, but they are slowly failing. This place is dangerous, but at least the evil magic at work here is weak. So one thing is, that screen where we chose our character and stuff, that's not the normal like start game screen. I think that might be because I've never played a game on this fresh install. So I'm curious. Yeah, so see, there's more options here. I think this is probably like once we killed a character, how the game would start. And I really want to kind of mess around with these buttons since we're really looking at the UI. So like, let's check out the settings first. I have a full screen setting. Oops, we have a display scale. I wonder if this will give us like a wider map view inside. Also toy with the brightness, which has no effect on this screen. Visual grid. It's probably how distinct the squares in the game are. Interface size. Keep it on full. I don't know what these are doing. Like, I don't know the difference between this and this. I don't know what flip indicators is doing right now. Let's see, key bindings. So we have WASD, arrow keys, and numpad. I don't remember if the mobile game had diagonal movement. Oh, it does. Here you go. You can use the numpad for diagonal movement. That's the only option for diagonal movement here. There's mouse controls here as well, which is something that's becoming popular on newer roguelikes. And also, I don't know if it's... Yeah, it looks like there's out the box right now. There's controller support. One of the things I noted for the next version was, I think, to improve the controller support and also incorporate feedback from Steam players about like the general UI and controls. Switching enemy with tab. I'm curious how well this plays with keyboard only versus requiring, or not requiring probably, but like wanting to use mouse support. Cool. Check for news. This is the one thing I edited before starting the video. The music was pretty loud, so I turned it down a bit. Bunch of localization options, very cool. Oh, those aren't part of the menu. Those are just from the screen behind it. They almost look like extra tabs. The rankings, no games have been played, so those are clearly my rankings. Let me get out of this. All of Heroes. These are the pages. Like, some of these elements feel like they're still designed for like mobile in my eyes. Like, these probably make sense when you're on like a portrait size screen. Having the arrows like at the corners of the screen. Or maybe this will make more... These will look a little better once there's actually content here as well. News. So here's the new version that we're playing right now. Assuming read more takes us out of the game, so I'm not going to click that right now. I'll probably do a blog post in the browser or such. So these are like in-game achievements. We got badges. Here's a bunch of the recent changes as well. Talent buffs. Okay, so you can get everything here. And this looks like what you get from the mobile version as well. My mouse wheel scrolls on this. Cool. Alright, let's get back into the game. Let's see how well this plays with just the keyboard for a bit. So I didn't have to hit a button, I automatically picked this up. These are like tutorials. The tutorial in this game is pretty good, I think. It's spread throughout. In my experience playing it, some of the information came like too late. Like, I wish I would have gotten this earlier, but it's actually a lot of information, so I see why they break it out like that to not like overwhelm you from the start. Introduction. Greetings, adventurer. You're reading the Tome of Dungeon Mastery. This book is full of tips and tricks to help budding adventurers survive and excel. This guide is best used as a reference and will magically let you know when is the best time to read each page. Of course, you can still read it all at once if you prefer. And that's true too. You can just read it like right away if you want. Whenever the journal icon at the top right blinks, the guidebook has something to tell you. Some pages seem to be ripped out of the book though. Perhaps you can find them in the dungeon. Okay, looks like spacebar got me through that. So what do I have? I for inventory is changing this menu here. Space seems to wait. I'm trying to figure out how to select. I don't know if I can get to these. Okay, numpad input broke this. Or no, hitting 5 to wait broke that. Can't tell if that's actually passing turns. I don't think it is. So 5 and spacebar are breaking this menu. It doesn't look like I actually select any of these things without mouse support. Which means I may not be able to actually save and close my game without the mouse. So maybe mouse is required in this. Which is somewhat expected. I mean, the game is built for a touch interface on the phone. So the fact that the simplest way to port it to a PC would be just to, you know, have the mouse imitate anything that you just touch with your finger on the phone. So being able to add keyboard controls is pretty nice. But yeah, it looks like the mouse is required as far as I can tell so far. Is there a shortcut to use this? Check the key bindings. Examine is E. Rest is Z. So it was space. Okay, rest and wait are different. So examine is E. Well, I can't hit escape to get out of this. I'll get me out of that one though. Press again to search. So tile to examine. Okay, so this requires mouse too. It's not like a, you know, examine indicator that can move around and select something to look at. Interesting. So this game heavily requires mouse. I think the biggest improvement though would be the numpad movement though. I really do not enjoy playing games like this on my phone. It's more of a necessity for me if I want to play something on the go when I don't have like a laptop or a computer though. Alright, so what else do we have here? Let's look through all these keyboard controls. We know how to examine, we know how to rest and wait. F is inventory as well as I. Okay. So that's left hand versus like right hand on your keyboard basically. So it's allowing you the option to probably do everything with your left hand, so you can move things around with the mouse. The problem I have with that system, and we talked about this on Soul Ash that I just checked out recently as well, is that unless you can move diagonally with your left hand on the keyboard, like WASD, you can't really play with just the left hand and the mouse because you need to move diagonally. We could probably rebind things if we wanted to do that. So I'm sure it's an option in the long run because it's right here. I'm not going to do that right now because I don't want to override any of the commands, but that might be a good way to play with your left hand and then have your right hand on the mouse. Alright, what else do we have here? I think these are our quick slots. Maybe those are our container. That was a quick slot. Ooh, interesting. I can't cancel this with escape. That brings up the settings menu. Space seems to do it. It also clicks this. I don't know if I'm waiting or resting when I hit that. So far the controls, I'm just experimenting, feel a little clunky, but I mean very passable and playable, of course. Let's see. Attack enemy is Q, switches tab, special action is X. So there's nothing here. C would be pick up item. Resume motion. That must be like if I click over here and get like interrupted. Yeah, I bet you that's what that is. There's a button like that on the for mobile when you get interrupted if you just want to keep moving. Zoom in, zoom out. So I wonder if that just changes this display scale. Alright, let's get into the game. Cool. And you could do that on the mobile version just with your fingers, just stretching the screen. Alright. Cool, so we have some enemies here. So Q was attack enemy. I'm hitting tab and it's cycling between centering on the enemies. That's cool. I think what we want to do here is wait until one of these rats wakes up. And then pull back and let it come to us. And there's a weird thing in this game where if an enemy, I think, walks through a door, you get like a surprise attack, which I don't think does extra damage, but it means you always hit them. So pulling enemies to doors seems to be like almost always optimal in my mind. Now, if they drop an item or maybe even their corpse, it can block the door, so maybe you don't want to pull like everything, save that for hard to hit enemies. I'm going to go ahead and do that here, especially I want to use the door so we don't wake up both rats at once. Okay, so if I click down here with my keyboard, it brings up, or with my mouse, it brings up our screen here. You normally get this from clicking this, and this is normally in the top left of your screen on a phone. So the UI has been repositioned to take advantage of this landscape orientation rather than the portrait of your phone. Escape will close me out of that. What is this? Is that my mouse? Is that what that's showing? Looks like it. Oh, maybe I can't read everything in this book. There was stuff in here about like how often you find strength potions are like guaranteed like every few floors. That's like good to know from the beginning. And also you get these alchemy ingredients as you move along. And some of them, like I was like, wow, I wish I would have known these sooner. So it's just saying that you start with these pages and it's gonna like tell us to read these as we go, but we don't have every page. Okay, this door actually did stay open. You probably want to pull the rat to it. They don't seem to see us. I wonder if that was some asymmetrical line of sight kind of deal. So that picked up automatically. Which I think that happens if there's no enemies around. Which is interesting. Because I'm not used to that from playing a roguelike on keyboard that has like a pickup button. Okay, snakes are enemies you want to pull to the doors. Because they're hard to hit. I find that you want to walk through all the grass because it can drop dewdrops, which are very good. See, this guy's dodging all my attacks now. Yeah, even though I moved from the door tile and he followed me in, and the door didn't actually like close on our screen, I believe that counts as allowing you to get that free sneak attack. Surprise attacks, and here it is telling us about it. You're guaranteed to hit an enemy if you surprise them by attacking them from outside of their view, or right as you enter their view. Even the most evasive enemies can't dodge a surprise attack, which makes them very useful against enemies like wraiths and snakes. One of the most common parts of the environment you can use to surprise enemies is a door. If an enemy chases you through one, you can turn around as they enter and catch them by surprise. I feel like it might be optimal to like lure that rat all the way to a door. There's also a hunger clock to keep track of. Which when I played did get a little problematic. I had some hunger issues for sure. We have a couple keys here. I think I can open that door to the right now. Yeah, iron key. Crystal key. So crystal doors are new, I think. I don't know all the room types. This looks like a room that just has some scrolls. A lot of them are puzzles that I don't really know the answers to yet. What happens if I hit Q here? Nothing. Okay, Q here attacks. So on the mobile game, when an enemy gets close to you, this pops up, and you just tap this to attack them instead of finding them on the screen, which I kind of like because it's easier to accidentally move instead of attacking. And sometimes you accidentally move like way too far. The tiles on my phone at least are actually like quite small when I have like my full view range visible. So I can click this, or I can hit Q and it'll automatically attack, or I can just move into them with my keyboard. Alright, well we leveled up. I think the only way to level up is to click on this, or is there a button for that? Hero info is H, journal is J. I can't escape out of this, which keeps getting me. I don't see a way to cycle through these tabs. The tab button would be great use here to do that. Yeah, so you can open that with a keyboard, but it might not go to the screen you want. It basically just saves you going down here to click, but you might have to click somewhere else anyways. Same thing with the journal. It looks like it remembers like the last thing you were looking at. Alright, well we did level up. I think. Yeah, we're level 2. Does that mean we get to pick a talent? It does. We can get Hearty Meal. Eating heals the warrior for 2 hit points when he's below 50% health, and 3 hit points when he's below 25% health. I'm at level 2. Eating heals us for 3 and 5. We have Arm Master's Intuition. The warrior identifies weapons and armor 2 times as fast. Or the warrior identifies weapons and armor when he equips them. I really want this. When I played, I found it difficult to identify weapons and armor late in the game. And once I was past this low tier, because you unlock more tiers, it wouldn't let me go back and upgrade this, even though I wanted that over like anything else I could have gotten. So I don't remember if we get a talent every level or if it's every other level. I definitely want to get both points in this before we go to level 6. That was just like a personal preference of mine. Just automatically identifying things seemed really great. So whenever the warrior identifies an item, he heals for 2 hit points. Whenever the warrior identifies an item, he heals for 3. I don't know how often that's going to come into play. This increases the max shielding provided by our seal. I think the eating thing is decent. I think this is decent. I feel like I'm not going to identify items well enough for me this to be relevant. Maybe this is only supposed to be relevant in the early game, so you can like read a random scroll to heal. But this, I think, becomes incredible throughout the entire game. It's probably not super good now, though. But screw it. I'm just going to start upgrading that, because I don't want to miss out on it. Let me try... Okay, so this stops us here. If I hit R, does it continue down? It does not. If I hit C, it picks that up. Okay, so C basically... There's a button here, kind of like with how enemies, I can hit Q if that's up there. There's a button there, or symbol there, C will let you pick it up. It's basically like pressing that button on your phone. Alright, we have the key for this. So I don't remember the trick here. Crystal chest, you can see an artifact inside. With opening you need a crystal key. You can see a wand inside. So that's how crystal chests work, and I think that means we can only open one of these, but we can see what each one is. Artifact sounds interesting. I don't know what those count as, so let's grab that. Whoops. Can I interrupt that? Is there a way to interrupt that? Clicking again interrupts it, and that's probably a good way to do it. If you misclick... Am I missing? Or there's like a little bit of lag there. It's a little... Oh, I can like click between tiles and... Wait, how come it's not moving sometimes? That's weird. But yeah, you can like... it doesn't always work. It doesn't always work, but it kind of works. So I just like ran around this dungeon. I just burnt like 500 calories, and now my dude is like really hungry, and I'm losing health because of it. Which is fine for now. Okay, mouse wheel zooms in and out, which is good. I'm curious what that one option... Whoops. See. I wonder if I can block mouse movement. That's something I do in Cogmind, because I really don't like accidentally moving. And I find that it's not often that I want to like move like a huge distance by clicking instead of just moving with my mouse pad or my numpad, or just keyboard in general. What was I gonna look up? I don't even remember now. I think I keep going there. I wanted to check out this. You know what? I don't think there's a difference here. I think it's just mobile and full, and I'm guessing there is no difference between these two. I could be wrong though. Now with this, we can just zoom out. So it's the UI is what we're changing here with the display scale. think this default is pretty good. It's 2, 3, 4, 5, I guess. This is alright. I think I like the other one better. Go here. Cool. Alright. Actually, clicking's probably pretty good in here when the level's like almost cleared. Looks like we used our keys. I think we're done here. We got a guidebook page. The atmosphere hints that this floor hides many secrets. That means we want to search a lot. Searching. Dungeons are full of secret doorways and traps which appear invisible at first glance. Searching takes time, but is very useful if you suspect something is hidden. Searching walls if you suspect a door is hidden, or around floors if you suspect a trap is hidden. You can search all the tiles around you by using the magnifying glass twice. Anything that's hidden in these tiles will be revealed. So, I wonder if you always get this type of dungeon level with the secrets, so it can show you that, like your first game. I don't know what the strategy is for this type of level. Like if you want to search all the time. Okay, this is a chest near some piranhas. These things are like pretty dangerous. I think you're probably supposed to find like a push and levitation or something to get to them. I should probably eat now so I can regen health instead of lose it. Trying to conserve my food a little bit. Since I wasted so many turns early on messing with the auto move. So we found a red potion, or crimson. I think we need to pay attention to that. So I can't use items without my mouse either. So this, what I'm feeling is this really is like just, it's a mobile port with some nice desktop PC usability features. I don't think it's gonna, it doesn't feel to me like a game you can like build for the desktop PC right now, that you will get like that same experience. Like it's very gonna be mouse heavy, and when you're playing this is what I'm finding. Okay, I need to heal really badly, actually. I think we use, we identify healing potions automatically, right? Okay, we want to equip this. I don't think that can be cursed. So this fills up with food. You know, since we found that early, we probably don't have to worry about food. Let's go explore the other way so I can heal a bit. A sad ghost. Hello, Tone. Once I was like you, strong and confident, but I was slain by a foul beast. I can't leave this place, not until I have my revenge. Slay the fetid rat that has taken my life. It stalks this floor, spreading filth everywhere. Beware its cloud of stink and corrosive bite. The acid dissolves in water. Cool. Oh, I didn't see what he said that time. Please help me slay the abomination. Fight it near water, avoid the stench. The rats are not very attentive. Alright, we're getting achievements. It says we unlocked the rogue. See, this door isn't anymore. Oh, there it is. I guess they stay open for a few turns if you kill someone in them. I wasn't able to get a sneak attack on this door. This is an interesting pit. I wonder if that's like guaranteed to drop somewhere specific on the floor below. I didn't even realize I had a key for that. I didn't. Why was I able to open that door? Oh well, I won't complain. Alright. This is an alchemy room. These are guaranteed every X floors. Maybe this will tell us. Intro and potions. Welcome to the practical applications of alchemy. Alchemy recipes can be used to craft a wide variety of items. Add an alchemy pot. You can experiment to find recipes or continue reading this book for a full recipe reference. We will start with the most iconic alchemy recipe. Place any 3 seeds into an alchemy pot to brew a random potion. Every seed has a potion counterpart, and the potion you create may relate to one of the seeds used. Using multiple of the same seed will increase the chance for this to occur. So it says we can continue reading, but we don't have these yet. So this is something that a player like me wants to have that information sooner than later, because I lost out a lot of value in these alchemy pots by not knowing what the recipes were until late in the game. Of course, we don't have much to alchemize right now, but like by the time you're like halfway through, like I feel like you should have everything. Let's see. So I don't know if like these are guaranteed to be a certain type of potion, because we found them in this room. If potions found in this room can be the solution to a special room like this piranha room, which I'm assuming needs like a levitation pot or something. Just kind of brown food. Other armor. We don't want to equip that yet. I actually like to level up and get the auto-identify thing. There's a special room type where you're supposed to jump down it. I don't remember what it looks like. It's a sad ghost again. Dude, this guy's being really annoying. Dude, ghost, get out of the way. I like how I can hit C and pick those up. I vaguely remember these being annoying to pick up on mobile, because it wasn't auto pickup. You have to like use the... You have to like click on it again. We're level 2. Plus accuracy, evasion, hit points, and a talent point. I wonder if we want one of these healing ones. I feel like Hearty Meal might be decent with the Horn of Plenty if it works like that. Go ahead and grab this so we can identify the shirt right away. I feel like these healing ones become kind of irrelevant by the end of the game, because it's not that much health, but they're pretty nice now. So we know there's a rat boss on this floor. He's probably up here. Not much else places for him to be. I want to try this red potion. Oh. It didn't tell me what it did, but it looks like it created some kind of poison gas. Can I inspect that tile? No, it won't tell us what the gas does. Well, let's just get out of here. Oops. Oh no. Who's the boss? So the boss has... Let's inspect them. Fetid rat. Something is clearly wrong with this rat. Its greasy black fur and rotting skin are very different from the healthy rats you've seen previously. Its pale green eyes make it seem especially menacing. The rat carries a cloud of horrible stench with it. It's overpoweringly strong up close. A dark ooze dribbles from the rat's mouth. It eats through the floor, but seems to dissolve in water. Do we have an effect right now? Caustic ooze. The sticky acid clings to flesh, slowly melting it away. Ooze will deal consistent damage over time, but can be immediately washed off in water. We're gonna back off to water. I don't know what the gas around this guy does. But it's still... I'm walking through poison right now. Okay, he's in the poison, I'm not, so this is actually probably a pretty good place to fight him. I have 19 out of 30 health. I don't know what healing potions look like yet. Do we identify those automatically? I don't remember. Yeah, so I do not have a potion of healing because we would know. We do have... Oh shit, I just used my... Okay, well, we probably need to use it anyways. I wanted to read what this does. I don't know how to do that. Maybe I was supposed to click on it down here. I was supposed to click on it right down here. I clicked on my quick bar, so it used automatically. That makes sense. Container for liquid made from leather and string, sealed with a cork stopper. Right now the water skin just contains some plain drinking water. Surely there is something in the dungeon that the water skin could store instead. So this dew drops go into your water skin. You can drink it to heal. All right, let's see if we can just bash this guy to death now. Ouch. Okay, I'm supposed to pull out of this guy's stench. Okay. I think that stench paralyzed us. That was close. That was dangerous. Alright, now we need to eat for sure. You don't heal when you're starving. Alright, the ghost... I'm guessing they actively seek us out once we kill that guy. Defeated fetid rat. Thank you, that horrible rat is slain and I can finally rest. I wonder what twisted magic created such a foul creature. Please take one of these items. They are useless to me now. Maybe they will help you in your journey. Also, there's an item lost in this dungeon that is very dear to me. If you ever find my rose. So I can either get a level 14 mace, or I'm sorry, that's strength requirement 14, but unidentified mace or unidentified leather armor. I don't remember. What the pros and cons of the mace are. But I think the way this game doles out strength is that we're unlikely to get 14 strength to use that right away, unless I start enchanting it. Let's just grab the leather here. Okay, I was afraid that just by clicking that it would take it automatically. The tier 3 melee weapon. So the tier is how much of a bonus it gets every time you enchant it. Is a rather accurate weapon. Yeah, there's like all these different, like, accurate weapons are really tight for certain builds where you want to like make sure you hit, essentially. Whereas there are some builds that you'd rather get more hits in because you get like effects on hit and stuff like that. And I remember reading about this last time I played when I was trying to like figure out how to, you know, finish my build and like decide what these weapons actually do. But I don't recall where all those are right now, but I feel like we should just take the leather armor. I don't know, maybe the mace will be pretty good for a while. I just don't know. We're probably not going to want to enchant this. So we might not even be able to use it for a while. Alright, let's take the leather. Oh, it automatically identifies. So this was a +1 leather. Did my armor get better or worse? It decreases our ability to move, evade, and defend. I think we don't want to use that until we get our strength up. Decreasing our ability to move sounds pretty bad. Alright, what else did I pick up on this floor? Let's try the brown one. Visibility. Oh, maybe that's a solution here. Aha! Solve that puzzle. Cool. So this was a room full of secrets, actually. So should I be searching more? Oh, I was hitting S to search there. I feel like I'd want to do some significant rebinding to these keys. I think you either want to use WASD with like QEZC or something for diagonals. I forget what the normal control scheme for 8-way movement on WASD would look like. You can use VI keys, would be a natural way to play. Although, again, a lot of this game requires the mouse, so you're gonna have to move back and forth from those in your mouse. You have the same problem with the numpad. I think using WASD with some way to use diagonals, rebound to that side of the keyboard is the way to, might be a good way to play this. And then the mouse for everything that's required for it. Definitely gonna experiment with that. But if you're not using WASD and you're just gonna use the numpad or VI keys and swap, just move your hand to your mouse when you need to, then I think rebinding some of these keys to using the WASD buttons for other commands and movement could be useful. Alright. I might not have time to search much here. Keep hitting S to search. And it's causing me to move down because of WASD. Alright, I don't know how to find secret rooms in this game, so I'm just gonna move on. Okay, all the Steam achievements loaded when we changed the levels, it looks like, because we unlocked a few of those as we were playing. Alright, well, I'm gonna call this here for now. I feel like we got a good idea of the UI, the controls. This very much feels to me like a mobile game ported to a desktop computer, which is exactly what it is. But you're not going to be fooled into thinking that this is a desktop computer roguelike. The being able to play with the keyboard functionality that it has is excellent, but mouse is required. There's a few kind of finicky things like hitting escape in the menus, not being able to like tap through the menus. Overall, I'd really like to see this game have better, just get nudged a little bit more into like being able to do everything on the keyboard would be very nice. I'm also really curious how playing this on with a gamepad or a controller works, if so much is required to use the mouse right now. Maybe I'll do another video where we try it with a controller for a bit. That could be fun. Yeah, I think we'll give that a try, just do a floor or two with the controller to see how that works. But yeah, let's call this here. I like the game Shattered Pixel Dungeon, and I'll probably end up trying to stream this or do a YouTube video of just actual gameplay rather than just experimenting with the UI and the controls here. But this layout, it's a nice changeover from the mobile layout to the computer. It plays pretty solidly. It just has the usual problems that I think games roguelikes that require mouse control have. But overall, pretty solid. I like this way better than the mobile version for playing, just for my needs. I just like having a keyboard control and movement over tapping things on my phone. The bigger screen is really nice. So this is a great way to play this game, and I'm very happy to see this finally come to Steam. So congratulations, Evan, for the release. And yeah, looking forward to playing this some more. So I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Adios.